Thought I was going after another person, but okay, here I am. Actually, I'm gonna put this back in the stand. I have this theory that you can't take off a belt without making other people feel uncomfortable.
Woo!
I wore a belt just for that joke. I also put the mic back in the stand for that joke. I just turned 21 in January. Yeah, woo! And I am still consistently proud of myself for looking both ways before crossing the street. So I have some growing to do still. Last summer I went and I lived in LA for 3 months. So anyone here been to LA? Like LA? Yeah, I fucking hated it. Yeah, it's the worst. I was doing long distance with my girlfriend, who's in the back, so everyone look at her and make her feel uncomfortable. The girl waving her hands wasn't my girlfriend, by the way. But yeah, so I was doing long distance. I was really bored. I didn't really have much to do and not many people to do it with. So I started going on day trips, by myself. So I'm Ubering to a place by myself, and the Uber driver is like, give me the standard fare. Who are you? What are you doing? Why are you out in LA? And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm doing long distance. My girlfriend's away in Philadelphia, so I don't have much to do. And he's like, what are you talking about? You're free. You can do whoever or whatever you want. And I was like, whoa, well, I don't know. I don't know if I have the kind of conscience for that thing, And he's like, oh yeah, I know what you mean. No, you go back to her in person, you're crying and you're saying, oh, I'm so sorry. And then she's like, oh, well, I have something to tell you too. And you're like, oh, now I don't feel so bad. Like this dude was just plunging into his life. And I'm like, whoa, all right. That's really specific. And he's like, yeah, then I go back to my mom and I told her I got caught cheating, and then she hits me, and now I don't have a mom or a girlfriend, man. My life's crumbling, dude. And I'm like, yeah, man, get off here. Yeah. Why in cartoons and media is vomit depicted as green? Because whenever I vomit, it's it's orange or it's brown. It's never green, and I think that's a little unfair. I think the media is setting some really unattainable standards for vomit. So after my set, if everyone could go on Twitter and tweet #NotAllVomit, that would be. Let's get this ball rolling, guys. Let's make some change. Cool. I really love it when I'm listening to rap music and the rapper refers to a girl's butt as that ass. I really appreciate the specificity. Oh, I love this song, but which ass is he referring to? Yo, I'm gonna tap that ass. Oh, that one! Oh, thank you. I was so lost. I feel really bad for men who get off on peeing on their sexual partner. Because, so you're doing it, you're peeing on your sexual partner, giving them a golden shower, if you will. But if that gets you off, then you get an erection, and it's like close to impossible to pee with an erection. So then you gotta bend over, it's like you have to do extra force. And it's like, it's the one thing that person wants, but that itself is getting in the way of their happiness, and it's this terrible catch-22. It's a horrible paradox, The urine-soaked face represents our hopes and dreams, and the engorged penis represents the compromises we have to make in pursuit of those dreams. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. You can find this all in my book, Pissing My Life Away. It's at Barnes & Noble's on May 12th, so check that out. Yeah. Oh. What was I gonna do next?
Take your belt off.
Take my belt off.
Put it back on. Put your pants back on.
But yeah, so I have a story. It was like a year ago. I was driving along the road, minding my own business, and my eyes suddenly were just assaulted by this thing, and it was the sign for a Perkins, the chain diner. It was a sign for a Perkins, and on the scrolling marquee, it said, "Clown night tonight." And I just can't think of a worst fucking thing that I could ever experience. Okay, so first of all, it's Perkins. So like you got IHOP. That's primo. Thank you. But then you got Denny's, which is good if you're like shit-faced and it's 3 a.m. Which is the only time I've been to a Denny's, by the way. Fun fact. But then Perkins is like the Burger King of chain diner restaurants, you know? It's like Wendy's, McDonald's, and Burger King. Anytime I go to a Burger King, it's not because I want to, it's because I'm weak. So yeah, it's Perkins, so that's bad enough. And then it's clowns at night. And then, but I was thinking about this. I had to pull over my car and stop and think for a second. And I was thinking, why do I have all these memories of me being at a diner when I was little, and there's just fucking clowns roaming around making balloon animals? I don't know if anyone's experienced this, but I've experienced this like at least 5 times growing up. It's ridiculous. So I was thinking, why are there so many clowns at diners? So, okay, calm down. I stopped hyperventilating in my car, and then I was thinking, what are the demographics for diners? So you got old people, right? So you got old people, the early bird special, that stereotype, and then over here, you got families with kids. So kids like clowns, little kids, really little kids, they like clowns. And old people like clowns for some ungodly reason. And in between, there's that whole age spectrum that doesn't like clowns. So I came up with this thing called the clown love parabola. So stick with me. So the y-axis is your love of clowns, and the x-axis is your age. So kids, love them. Then teenage years, I saw it, fuck that. And then 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 old people love clowns. So it's this, you get it? You know, yeah. So I've had my best researchers on this for months, but we're gonna publish those results soon. But, oh, yeah, I remembered what I was gonna say before. I'm just saying this out loud because I'm hoping it's funny. But I am so pissed off that the phrase fudge packer is a homophobic slur, because I just think that is the most whimsical way of saying you have to take a shit. And I'm just so upset that like people have claimed that for hatred. So I want us to claim that back, because A, there will be less homophobic slurs in the world, which is great, and then B, you can tell everyone around you that you have to take a poop like Willy Wonka. All right, thank you very much, everyone.